what I want to say is that Barbados is entering into a vaccine trial for the WHO, which Donald Trump the other day just showed is a fake Ponzi organization. In the Caribbean, it's called PAHO. Right? So when I hear Mia and all them talking about PAHO, what a good job PAHO is doing. PAHO ain't doing no good job. PAHO is the WHO. Mia playing, she telling people, oh, but when she comes to, oh, Mia cares. Mia don't care about not one motherfucker apart from herself and what money she can fucking get. Mia do not care about nobody. Even the Caribbean, this CARICOM. Africa now pushed back and said to the WHO, you're not fucking coming in here. Tanzania government now bloody tested a goat or sheep, a papaya, and something else. And the WHO and their country now come back talking about they all got coronavirus. They give them all names, human names. And come back talking they got coronavirus. Tanzania now kick them out the fucking country. Tanzania now kick them out their country and so on. So what the fuck is me and them doing? I'll tell you, me is a fucking sellout. Alright? Mia is a sellout. That's what Mia is. Right? I do not believe nothing that Mia Motley said. Mia Motley only care about herself. Nothing to do with Bajan people. But Bajan people are sitting down there quiet. Bajan people forget their history of the slave trade and all of that sort of thing. To go now to fuck around with the WHO and Bill Gates and their fucking microchip vaccine talking about a coronavirus. Come on, people, stop being fucking ignorant. What coronavirus? Fuck. Barbados don't have enough cases of coronavirus to be locked down. They certainly don't. Barbados, 7 people die. All of them for fat and die from coronavirus. And all of the infections and things they're talking about, bullshit, they're only scaremongering people. Right? And they're playing on Bajan people fears. Because you know what? Bajan people won't rise up and fucking fight and turn up at government house and turn around and tell she, listen, get to...
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wakar Kodash. Double honor to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Yakin worldwide, that are sincere and serious to doing the will of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wakar Kodash. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 1 and 2. To you all, and the brother disciple Koshaba and Yamian from the branch of the Great Millstone, Barbados, and forgive the so-called explicitives you heard in that voice note, but that's the way the gentleman felt. He was rude in speech, but the knowledge he brought out in regarding the vaccine was and the PAHO is definitely on point with the World Health Organization, as they are both in one. All right, and this is what all right, come in there, come in. This is what the elites have been planning, and Barbados, or Little England as is known, has to follow suit with the IMF and their programs. Now we got a video here they can play, and they got another one they can play too, regarding these vaccines. You already see the title, 50 million American deaths will result from mandatory COVID-19 vaccine, Dr. Judy A. Mikovits. And I believe this woman, not the woman you see on the screen, the woman that can show up now, I believe she was being targeted because of this information that she has already brought out, and this one that I'm about to play, you see, I believe she's a target. for the elites. You know what I mean? Because the scripture says in the book of let me get that here quick, huh? Get that quick before you play this video. That's Psalm 64, right? Psalm 64 and verse 8 it is. Yeah. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So they can make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. So the other Edomites will let out the secrets then of what they're really doing. So without further ado, let me roll.
They're pushing this mandated vaccine. What would happen if they were successful in this current vaccine schedule and in mandating it?
If they were successful in mandating it for everyone, at least 50 million Americans would die.
Yeah, the woman on the right side of your screen is who I'm referring to. You see?
Probably from the first dose.
That is incredible. And they know this. You're saying that they know this.
They know this because those are the contaminant, those are the vaccine injured. 50 million Americans have the gamma retroviruses we discovered that were coming through vaccines in a contaminated blood supply. And these are the clinical symptoms we're seeing. And so they are going to bury the evidence and kill the victims, and call it COVID-19. This is what, I'm trying to say. They know this. And that's why he's in such a hurry to do it. Once it's in there, you can't get it out of there. And these are the victims. These are our military. These are our first responders. These are our lab workers and our healthcare workers.
And the other reason why they're in a hurry too is because, according to the scripture, right? Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So the great wrath will include mandating of vaccines, mandating of the microchip, hauling you off into concentration camps, hauling me off into concentration camp. However our lots will be, is he's gonna come with great wrath. Right? It says that there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection. You see? Fighting uprisings, riots. You see? Let me continue.
They will be the first victims. And
this is criminal.
It is criminal. There are 100 vaccines on the schedule and 110 planned, and never have they been tested together. And when they combine them, they combine the contaminants. They add more contaminants because, for instance, there's a vaccine called Twinrix, hepatitis A and hepatitis B. They don't develop them together, which is the right way to purify. They just make one, make the other, and throw the whole gamish in you. They never look at what the interactions are. Never do we consider the blood pressure medicine and all the other medicines that the elderly are on. No elderly person should ever get a vaccine of any kind. In fact, nobody should get a vaccine of any kind if they want to be healthy in this country. And that's what I hope President Trump will just, a 5-year moratorium on all vaccines until the unvax study, till every safety test is done, everything. And that'll take a lot longer than 5 years. And you know what we'll get? We'll get healthy kids. We'll get our lives back. We'll realize that we're not. Healthy people don't make people sick.
So you heard it, huh? You heard it.
Vaccine, because for instance,
great death is is on the shadows, boy. I tell you the book of Ezekiel. Let me get there. For you that didn't seek the Lord, watch it for thee, boy. Ezekiel 7 and let me start at verse 5. Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. And end is come, the end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. Boy, let me tell you, give me no more happy days and lovely days. That's right. This is the time we had an enter. Yes, right. And if you don't show your works now to the Lord, how do you expect Him to? Oh shoot, I gotta get that scripture, boy. If you don't show your works to the Lord now, or your faith to the Lord now, how do you expect Him to keep you? Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Because as you shall know, is the reason why they open back the borders. It's assumed because they want to bring the fear mongering tactic of the rising in the COVID-19 cases. Now let me just get one more video here about Kashar, right? Just bear me a minute. And this is regarding the military. And I remember the other brother um, from LA, Barakallah. He said that when he was in the military, they used to get vaccinated, and it wasn't he fell sick to it. You know what I mean? It was the mercy of the Lord that he recovered. But this is it here.
U.S. troops, and guess who else will be among the first to get the vaccine? Thanks for tuning in to Hard News TV 2. I'm your host, Terry Lynn, and this is the channel where truth is like archaeology, and every day we're digging for it. Today is June 18th, 2020, and I'm also uploading to my backup channel, More Hard News TV. And a side note, today is my son Josh's birthday, and also, my youngest son, my baby boy, was supposed to ship out to Marine Boot Camp in June, but now it's been postponed until July. And I hope to God something happens in Jesus' name that he doesn't go. And if he's listening, I'm sorry, but I don't want you to go. So, this article from military.com from June 16th says that U.S. troops would be among the first to get a working COVID-19 vaccine, officials say. U.S. service members would be among the first Americans to receive the vaccine against COVID-19 if one is proven to be safe and effective, senior administration officials told reporters Tuesday. Speaking about the Trump administration's effort to develop, make, and distribute a working vaccine against the deadly coronavirus by early next year, officials said those likely to receive it include the most vulnerable, such as the elderly, those with underlying health conditions, workers in essential businesses, and the military. So,
And then eventually they're gonna trickle it down to teachers. They're gonna trickle it down to drivers, whether it be truck, whether it be ambulance, you name it, delivery personnel. Um, Eventually, it's gonna trickle down to the whole of society. And I believe that, as you heard the previous video, this vaccine is gonna cause a lot of harm. I believe some people, you may watch these zombie movies. There was one zombie movie I watched. Um, I forget the name of the movie, but there's going to have serious side effects to the human body. Serious side effects to the human body. As you heard the doctor, Ushiniem Markovich, which she said, it needs to take 5 years or even more for these vaccines to be really approved. And by that time, you know what I mean, the human body will be healthier than having these vaccines inside of you. You see? A real thing. But anyhow, I just want to get one scripture here because as you heard, the previous video, the first video you played, you can voice note, Barbados entering into that same vaccine trial. Huh? So I used to the ground now, and ears, eyes and ears to the ground. But it's Psalm 64 and 1. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. You see? Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. So you see this vaccine is an insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Esau, Edom. You understand? There's all. You know what? Let me just play one more video here. Let me just get one more video here about Kashal. So like about that, but this is just a quick one I can play here, right? Because after this so-called virus, look at right here, horse train. Listen carefully.
Joining us now, geopolitical strategist Peter Zion. All right, so Peter, tell me something. You're obviously seeing this collision coming a mile away between the United States and China. This is going to define the next 100 years. There's going to be a new world order after this virus. After this virus.
What did you say, nigga?
There's going to be a new world order after this virus.
You heard it. You heard it. You heard it. That is the aim. That is the aim. You say that is the aim. So the fear mongering, they said DL Hewley has coronavirus. They said 3,494 cases have been added. Hold a minute, man. Let me get it, man. Right? Right? You just watch stream, man. You know what I mean? Bear me, watch stream. Look, Florida adds 3,494 COVID-19 cases overnight. Let's get past this intro.
Not quite as many cases on a regular basis, but if they reopen New York, then those numbers are going to go back up. So this is the Miami Herald, June 20th, 2020. I have some audio I want you to listen to, and then I will get around to the video to this.
Just a quick word from our sponsor.
Okay. And after the commercial here.
Just be patient.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Florida adds 3,494 COVID-19 cases as current hospitalizations keep rising in Miami-Dade. The good COVID-19 news as far as Florida. For the second consecutive week, Sunday's update from the Department of Health stopped the streak of single-day records for new cases. The not-so-good novel coronavirus news as far as Florida. The Sunday update case counts usually run lower than the rest of the week, and this week's 3,494 tops the previous Sunday high, last week, by 73%. And current hospitalizations continued their steady rise in Miami-Dade. In addition to the new cases, the state added 17 deaths, 13 of which were in Miami-Dade and Broward counties. Since the pandemic started, Florida has had 97,291 confirmed COVID-19 cases and 3,161 deaths. Throughout the pandemic, the daily case report numbers on Sundays have tended to be lower than the 5 days previous because fewer people work in labs and enter data on the weekends. So, Sunday reflects Saturday's decrease in processing tests and reporting results. Monday tends to be a reflection of a similar decrease on Sunday, but also a normal amount of data entry happening early Monday. South Florida counties cases and deaths. Miami-Dade, the state's leader in COVID-19 cases and deaths, added 710 cases, 25,790 total, and 10 deaths, 884 total, in Sunday's update. Broward, another 318 cases and 3 deaths put Broward's pandemic totals at 11,155 and 373. Palm Beach, there were 248 new cases in Palm Beach, but no deaths reported, so those totals are, respectively, 10,754 and 468. Monroe, 4 cases were discovered. The county of the Florida Keys has had 162 new cases and 4 deaths since the pandemic started. Hospitalizations. Among the measures of progress against the pandemic are hospitalizations. The state reported another 98 hospitalizations Sunday. In Miami-Dade, the hospitalization count continues to rise, according to what hospitals are self-reporting to the county. The latest new normal dashboard current hospitalization chart showed 677 hospitalized at the moment as of Saturday, an increase of 28 from the previous day and the 8th consecutive day that the current hospitalizations rose. Testing. There's no question Florida has been testing more and reporting more than previously. After weeks of being below the University of South Florida College of Medicine Dean's recommendation that the state test about 33,000 people every day, Florida has been above that number across the last 2 weeks. Sunday's update showed 38,055 more people tested. So, 1,600,335 have been tested and about 6.1% have tested positive at some point.
Next article. Okay.
All right, so you get the point. You get the point. This is the agenda. The fear mongering continues, right? So a lot of you can bong and take this vaccine because you don't have faith in the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Right? Psalms 109:1. Hold not thy peace, O power of my praise. For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are open against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. They compass me about also with words of hatred and fought against me before the cause. For my love, they are my adversaries, but I give myself unto prayer. So that's what he's doing, and that's what the elect should do. You see? Because this devil is going to come down with great wrath. You see? He is going to come down with great wrath, knowing that he has but a short time. So we're supposed to give ourselves unto prayer. You see? That we may be accounted worthy.
Dr. Fauci, Bill Gates, they're pushing.
He'll be the first victim.
Let me read that back again.
That's why he's in such a hurry to do it. Once it's in there, you can't get it out.
Man, see? You see? So, I can close it out here, man. I ain't gonna make it the long way. You know what I mean? Just showing you that, now let me get Psalms 2:1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? So that the New World Order agenda is a vain thing. You understand? They don't know that the Lord is laughing at them. You see? It says, let the kings of the earth have set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, because, hey, Barbados is a part of that council. Because they got to do the bidding of who? The so-called white man. Verse 4, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yeah, so that's what we're looking for, you know what I mean? We're looking for the end of this man system, right? Their agenda is a New World Order agenda, but they will not get it. Psalms 7:9, right? Or let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end. That's what we're looking for, man. For you Edomites to go down and our Lord to reign, right? But establish the just, for the righteous power drive the hearts and reigns. You see? My defense is of the Most High, which saveth the upright in heart. Yeah, so I can close. You see? All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Makar Kodash. Shalom.